Hi, I'm Jim Schuster, certified elder law attorney from Southfield, Michigan. We're here talking today about Michigan elder law matters and Michigan Medicaid. First, a disclaimer. Today's subject is a very complicated area filled with exceptions, and this little video is just a broad general overview. If this is your situation, you'd better see a lawyer to get personal, competent, and full advice. And by the way, make sure he's an experienced elder law, he or she, thank you, is an experienced elder law attorney, and better if they're a certified elder law attorney. Here's the question. Can I be paid for helping my parents? Let's say, for example, the dad has advanced Alzheimer's and he can't live at home anymore. The children just know that down the road he might be in a nursing home, and that means they'll have to apply for Medicaid. And whenever you add the government to family, you always know the government calls the shots. So what should they do? Well, first of all, there should be an agreement. Under general law, an agreement can be made in just about any way. It can be made orally, it can be made on a handshake, but of course it's preferable if it's in writing. Because any agreement, if it's enforceable under the law, is a contract. And a contract always has terms to it, such as what will be done, when will it be done, how often, and will there be payment? If so, how much? What will the payment be based on? And all those things like that. Without a contract, I have to caution, without agreement, the presumption is that services between parent and child are done for free. Doesn't matter what was done between parent and child, it's a gift. I built a garage for dad, it's my gift to dad, even if it would have cost him $10,000 otherwise. Now, in the hypothetical we have here, one of the most critical components of an agreement is that the person understands what they're doing. In other words, it takes a legally competent person to enter into a contract. So, if dad has Alzheimer's, does that mean he has no capacity, no competency to make a contract? Not all by itself. If he understands the terms of the contract, if he understands what he's doing in a reasonable way, let me give you an example. Suppose that dad, upon moving in the daughter's house and son-in-law's house, understands that he'd otherwise be going to an apartment, maybe assisted living. He understands that he have to pay for rent, room and board, all the services. If he understands that, then he understands he has to pay for it. That's all good. But suppose that he agrees to pay daughter and son-in-law $10,000 a month. The courts would say he did not understand in a reasonable way. In other words, he did not have legal capacity to make that agreement. But if the agreement were for services at the fair market value rate, then the court will have no problem enforcing that contract. Let's add Medicaid to the picture. What does Medicaid require? Well, Medicaid has much more requirements than the general law. Many of us lawyers question whether those requirements by the Michigan Medicaid program are even enforceable. But as we always say, it's better to do it their way than to do it your way and fight it out with them later. Okay, what does Medicaid require? It requires a written contract. The contract will be for any kind of service that a child would perform for a parent, anything at all, whether it be repairs, whether it be maintenance of the home, whether it be transportation, financial management, paying all the bills, health care, patient advocacy while in the hospital, you name it, anything at all. Medicaid says there must be a legal contract in writing, signed, dated, and notarized. But there's more. Under general Michigan law, contracts can be signed by an agent or a guardian or conservator under order of the probate court. Medicaid says that those agents or guardians or conservators cannot perform services under the contract. That's not found anywhere else in the law. Medicaid requires that the services be recommended in writing by the elder's physician, and the writing must also say that the services are necessary to prevent the elder from moving into an assisted living or nursing home. In addition to that, Michigan Medicaid says that the elder cannot be living in an adult foster care or nursing home at the time any services are rendered and paid for. These requirements, once again, clearly exceed general Michigan law. If you're in the situation coming up with a contract with a parent so you can have a fair claim to being paid, should the parent enter into a nursing home, you can see you need a certified elder law attorney to help you through this. Otherwise, you might end up fighting with Medicaid in court. It's been good talking with you. If you have more questions, just give me a call. The number is 248-356-3500. And there's more valuable information on our website, www.jimschuster.com. And by the way, if you're watching from another state, need a referral to an attorney in your state, just give me a call. We'll take good care of you. Bye now.